meant for you if you've ever had to daydream what life could be like just to get through the day. And I'll tell you what, that happened to me for years, dreaming about what life could be like just to get through the workday because it was so monotonous and boring. Honestly, boring. Like I knew I had a great business idea. I knew I could accomplish things that were bigger than just doing the same thing every day, but I didn't know what it was going to be. I've been laid off like 3 times, or at least the company I was working with disintegrated. Either closed that shop and went somewhere else. I didn't necessarily hit the layoff because I knew it was coming, but essentially it's like being laid off. So I have gone extended periods of time without having enough money to pay my bills and living off of credit until I perform. So that is terrible. If you've been through that, this is for you. You know, if you dream of making money in your own business and you don't know where to start, this is absolutely, this is where I'm starting. This is where every ounce of information I could find on the internet about how to make money online, this is where you start. I have not found a better place to start because everywhere else is a joke. And I couldn't even find this specifically if I had to make it myself. If we could turn the things that we're interested in into the foundation of a business that makes us more per month than we made per year, that's something to keep your eyes on. And if you have something like that and it's better than mine, I'm all ears because I haven't found better yet and I've been looking a lot. The reason it's like this is creating content on social media is free. Free. So if we were to create original content on social media to get enough people to see our content and then care about those people enough so that they want to support us in the care of them, you can be rich. We can be rich. That is what this foundation is all about. People don't want to buy what they see on TV. They don't want to buy what they see on commercials. They don't want to buy things that they are sold or forced down their throat anymore. What people want is they want to be able to go and find someone who's similar to them, who's using the same stuff they want to use, and trust them, and then just use the crap that they use so that they don't have to go through the whole decision making process. Because there is so much poison out there that now we can't hardly eat anything. It's just terrible. And that's just an example. But when we're on Amazon shopping, we're looking at the reviews. Most reviews, highest ranked, that's the one you're going to buy most of the time, unless you know some secret. The other thing is, I cannot tell you how many times I get invited to a $49, $79, $99, $2,000 event, only to be sold another $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 upgrade because I went through the first paywall to see the next higher paywall and then never got what I wanted out of it. It's crazy. I mean, most of the time it was my fault. Don't get me wrong. I didn't do the work required because of some mental blocks that I had. But even though it was my fault, I still went down that rabbit hole and came out wondering what the hell happened. You know, like I wanted to get some result after it. I didn't take the steps required, so I didn't get the result. So I felt unfulfilled and felt like it was a bad decision when it wasn't. It was a bad action on my part. But either way, that is a terrible model. Like, why not monetize down the path a little bit so that you can get people who are fully educated on the basis of the actual program and then they can decide if they want to participate or not. That's the idea behind what I'm doing here is let's get everyone the base knowledge, the base skill being built. Then down the road, if you want to, we can work together. That's the whole idea. And why does this matter? If you want to see what the future is going to be like, look at what kids are doing today. Kids right now are playing Roblox and building digital worlds. So if we're not building a digital world or creating something digitally of ourselves, we might not matter. Just how it is. Like, They believe that making videos, kids believe making videos is going to make them more rich than their parents could have ever hoped for. Seems to be true. Used to be you'd get really good at skateboarding and then you get a brand deal. Used to be you'd be an astronaut or a basketball player and then you'd get a brand deal, right? It's just a different world. So the thing that kids don't know is there's a skill required to make it by creating content. And so just the idea of creating it isn't what it is. It's developing a skill to create it so we can have an impact, so we can create a brand that is recognized and trusted. And then within that brand, we create an ecosystem that helps build up the people who are participating with us. Like it's brilliant. I haven't found anything better. In order to do anything great, someone has to be willing to do it bad first. Like, I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan's first basket didn't go in the hoop, a slam dunk from 5 feet away, right? It ain't happening. But he worked up to it. Same way here. We're working up to it because the internet is full of people that pretend to know what they're talking about, but actually have no idea. They just have the authority, so they just say things. It's terrible. There is a huge need for people with experience to talk about their experience, to guide, to inspire, and to build up the future generations. And right now, individuals are the only ones able to do that. Like corporations wish they could be individuals. So individuals need to be individuals, not try and be corporations. Don't spam business messages all the time thinking that someone's going to see your business message and be like, oh, that's a person that I want to work with. They keep spamming about their business. That's wonderful. No, it ain't going to happen. So Digital Business Foundations turns our interests into unique digital footprint, creating limitless income options in the world of digital business and brand deals. Like if you write a book and then you sell the book and it's really good and you don't have to market it because it's so good that other people tell other people about it, you will be wealthy from a single book deal. Like a single book deal can make you a multimillionaire. So if a book deal can do that, imagine what a sustained brand online can do for us. Like if we can create a brand that develops and emerges as something that's going to be valuable and inspirational and consistent, like it's a book that you go through and you choose your path. It's one of the choose your path books where if you read this version, then it goes this path. If you read this version, it goes that path, and it changes all the time. But in real life, it's amazing. I've absolutely loved the adventure, even though it's a nightmare and difficult. Income comes in the future because of work that we do today. That's the kind of income everyone wants. If you don't, then you don't understand what I just said. Income in the future that comes from work we've done today. Like writing a book today, income into the future. Just ask J.K. Rowling. Now, the other thing that's happening a lot is AI is putting a lot of people out of work, and it's only going to get worse. Because if there's anything that a person has to do that is the same thing over and over again, just ask my call center friends. I worked in call center for 10 years. You know where all those jobs are? They're not here because you can have an AI send you a text message that sends you down a Q&A to get your question resolved faster and without human input. So it's literally 100%. It costs 100% less. Ongoing, right? You have to pay for the stuff, but anything that AI can do better than a human, and you know it, you need to be doing something else with your life. You need to be developing a skill. I don't care what the skill is. A skilled labor is even the last thing to go, but it ain't going to make it. You've got to be able to develop something unique that only a person can do. And building original content is the way you can do it because AI can only enhance your content and enhance your message. AI cannot create its own message. You have to have an input. So if we find our authentic voice, create original content, align our content with our brand, and create income contracts so that we can get unstuck during that process. Like your voice turns into your brand, turns into your income. But along the way, you get stuck. And so that's what my mentorship is here for. I help you get unstuck through the process so that you're able to get from step 1, 2, and 3. Will gain confidence, skills, expertise. These are things that will serve you for the rest of your life, whether we do business or not. That's why I'm doing this up front. I'm offering as much value as I can up front with the understanding that a certain number of people that are going to go through this process and that are going to grow their skills and develop will want to keep working with me. And those people that keep working with me, they're going to know what it's all about. Now, I wanted to go through my full slideshow today, but I ran out of time. And I've absolutely had a blast doing this right now. So I'm going to finish the slideshow again later, and we'll go through the full 17 slides when I have time. I've got an appointment I've got to go to, but it has been absolutely amazing. I'm going to record this as my first attempt and upload it. And then I'm going to come back on live, and I'm going to do this a lot. I'm going to build a whole bunch of courses. I'm going to do it live with you guys behind the scenes, and we are going to have a lot of fun. Till that time, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.